So, hello everyone. Let's have a look towards the next thing, that is the reduction of ore by the pyrolysis method. Now, what do you mean by exactly the pyrolysis? Before that, let us learn about the basic things regarding the pyrolysis. The process of very strong heating of calcined or roasted ore at a temperature above the melting point of the metal, that is under suitable condition to isolate it in elemental form. Its chemical combination is known as reduction. Means when we do the calcination or roasting, we does not get the ore or the metal in the pure form. So when the calcination or the roasting is done, after that again the metal is, we are taking it and we are going to give the heat to that metal, or the, we can say, the oxide ore or the sulfide ore or the carbonate ore, which we obtain either by the calcination or the roasting. So that is nothing but it is called as the reduction. Now, the pyrolysis is the word which is derived from Greek, and the word pyro means the fire and lysis means the separation. But separation of what? The matrix or the gangly from the metal using heat. So this was nothing but what do you mean by the exact word of the pyrolysis. Now, pyrolysis is a type of thermolysis and is the most commonly observed in organic materials exposed to high temperature. Now, here you can predict that thermolysis is nothing but we are going to heat the ore, means whatever the sulfide, carbonate, or the oxide which is there, and we need to make it in a pure form, we are going to heat that material to a very high temperature. The pyrolysis is a thermochemical decomposition and of organic material at elevated temperature in the absence of oxygen or any halogen. So as I have told you before, thermolysis or thermochemical is nothing but we are going to heat the ore, but we are heating the ore in the absence of oxygen. In calcination and roasting stages, heating of the ore is carried out in the presence of air or oxygen. So, as we have learned in calcination and roasting, we are heating that ore either in the presence of air or oxygen, or also we are heating it in the absence of oxygen also. Now, pyrolysis, but in pyrolysis, no air or oxygen is used during the heat treatment. So, when we are heating it, we are not going to use the air or the oxygen. This will enable the sulfide or oxide or carbonate ore to undergo reductive reaction for separation of all matter other than the metal to be extracted. So, whatever the sulfide is there, oxide is there, or the carbonate is there. So, when we heat that oxide, sulfide, and carbonate ore in the absence of air or oxygen, then the metal can easily be extracted, means the metal can be easily separated. Now, it involves simultaneous change of chemical composition and physical phase, and these changes are irreversible. So, when pyrolysis, when we heat the ore in the absence of air or oxygen, in that phase, the reaction which takes place during heating of the ore, that is either the carbonate or the sulfide or the oxide, that and whatever the product we are going to get or the composition, it will again, it will not be in the reversible form. Means what we say, that whatever the changes will take place, these changes are irreversible, means they are not going to revert back. So pyrolysis is a thermal treatment of matter at high temperature in the absence of air. So we can say that the pyrolysis is a dry distillation. In pyrolysis, due to high temperature, the compounds are decomposed to free elements. So whatever we see in the calcination or roasting, in that we get a compound, but in pyrolysis we get the free elements. Pyrolysis is therefore regarded as extremely important technological process in extractive metallurgy. So it is one of the important technological process in the metallurgy. Now example of pyrolysis. So let's have a look to the example of the pyrolysis. The thermal decomposition of carbonyls have been used for the isolation of pure nickel at the temperature 450 degrees Celsius. So this is nickel carbonyl. When it is heated to 450 degrees Celsius, what we obtained is the pure nickel and carbon monoxide is given out. The second example, pure crystalline silicon which is needed in the semiconductor industry. So the silicon which is needed in the semiconductor industry is obtained by pyrolysis, and it is heated, or the temperature given to that silicon is 775 Kelvin. So here when the silicon is heated, the we obtained silicon plus hydrogen is given out. So this silicon is needed for semiconductor industry. So this was a brief description about the pyrolysis. So you should understand that pyrolysis is nothing but we are heating the ore, that is the sulfide, which we obtained after calcination and roasting. So like the sulfide, the carbonate and the oxide. So that we are heating in the absence of oxygen or the air, and that pyrolysis, which is, it is nothing but called as the dry distillation. And when heating is done, what we obtain the pure elements which are being used in different industry or for the different purpose, as per we have seen here the example. So this was a very brief description about the reduction of ore by pyrolysis method. Thank you.